Okay, so have you ever thought about self-publishing a book, which is very different than just writing a book and having it go through a publisher and thinking, do I need to go live? Well, my name is Rose Cayazzo, and I'm the owner and founder of the Live Streaming Secret Circle, which is a place for women to feel safe to practice and kind of get and find their way to own the camera and make more sales using live streaming on social media platforms. And today I have with us Dominika, and I'd love for you to go ahead and introduce yourself to my audience.
Thank you so much, Rose. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, everybody who is watching us live on our replay, wherever you are in the world right now. We are so glad to have you here. My name is Dominika Blaszczak, and I am originally from Poland, but I've been living in Ireland for more than half of my life. And at the moment, I am a life and business coach and also a self-published author. I published my own books on Amazon KDP. I started doing that in July 2023, and I fell in love with it. I love it really, really so much. Same with my coaching business. I decided to take a leap of faith last year and quit my full-time job at the end of the summer of 2024 and decided to be a full-time life slash business coach. So this is what I do. This is a little bit about my professional background. And then when it comes to like my hobbies and what I like to do, I love just being out in the nature, connecting with people, getting to know new things, learning new things. As you can probably already tell, because of the fact that I am a published author, I just love learning new things and creating beautiful things. So I'm very multi passionate person. So I just do whatever my heart tells me to do. I just like follow God's directions as well, and I do that. And I also am, like you could say, in a way a content creator as well, because I decided to take my life slash business coaching career also to YouTube publicly. So that's what I do. That's a little bit about me. Thank you so much for having me today.
I love it, Dominika, especially the fact that we're both entrepreneurs from the heart, and that's how we work. And there's so much about being live that makes people nervous. But before we get into the nitty gritty of the conversation, I'd love to just delve in with you about your journey with regards to self publishing books. Now, I think you had mentioned to me that you had self published 47 books. Is that correct?
Yeah, by now, since we last talked, I actually published 51 by now. So
Wow.
a few more. And yeah, like I absolutely love it. The books that I publish are like coloring books, journals, activity books for children, business planners, anything that really just pops into my mind. I feel passionate about it and I just go ahead and do it. So I I love KDP because you don't have to have like a lot of budget, a lot of money to be able to do it. You can just do it from anywhere you are in the world. You just go ahead, make a file in like Canva. I make all of my books in Canva program, and then I just
Ah.
upload it to my like KDP account, and it's available for purchase worldwide. So it's really interesting how that works. Like I always wanted to publish my own books, but I didn't have the budget. I didn't know how to go about doing it. I didn't have like the audience and all this stuff. So I decided, okay, I need to look for answers, I need to look for answers. How can I do it? Maybe I can find some other ways. And I found out about Amazon KDP. So I was like, I think this will be perfect. And I gave it a go. And now I'm doing this full time. So it's great.
And now you're unstoppable. I love this. So you
Exactly.
found your passion with regards to how you could publish your books, and that is wonderful. So now you're on a roll, like 51 books. That is quite impressive.
Thank you.
And so now I'm wondering about the other part, right? Using live streaming, because a lot of authors write a book and they go, okay, I wrote a book. What do I do now?
Yeah.
And live streaming being not that it's a new part of our lives because it's been around for a while, but I believe that with the rise of AI, that we are going to have to show that we are true people living on this earth, not just some author, right? Or a lot of times authors take ghost writing opportunities for people to write the books for them. Are you actually writing your book? And I know that there's a lot of ways that showing up live to talk about your book can really be beneficial to selling the book. Can we maybe talk a little bit about how live streaming is changing your life or helping you make sales?
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. AI is great, but we as entrepreneurs, as business owners, especially if we run our businesses online, we actually do have to show our real selves, not just photographs of ourselves made by AI, not just stuff made by AI. We have to show that this is us, this is me, I am real, because it builds that trust with people. So I would say that when it comes to my life slash business coaching, I do most of my live videos about that, like motivation and mindset work. But I do also live videos in relation to my books as well. And it's a great tool because you can advertise your books for free. Like, you can advertise your books for free if you do a live video with them. You can show your hands, show the book, as you're using it, or just show the pages inside, all around your book and stuff. And it's great because so many people think, okay, it's enough for me to just like publish my book. But if you are not a known author, people won't know about you. So it's good to use like free free organic ways to advertise your book. So if you decide to do a live stream, it's great because people like to watch the live streams. Most of the time, people stop whenever they see some video. If they scroll through Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, they scroll and they see a video. So they're like, oh, let me check this out. So if you're live, they might watch it. They might even buy from you there on the spot because they get to ask questions. You can encourage them to ask you questions and you can answer those questions straight away. So it's a great way for them to see you, see your books or your products or services, doesn't matter what it is, and then you can explain it to them what it is, how it works. You can show it to them physically if it's a physical book. Like, all of my books are physical. I currently don't sell any ebooks, although in the future, of course, that's going to happen. But like a coloring book, has to be physical. So the great thing about going live is it doesn't cost you anything except your time. Like, the app, it's already free. You are using it. All you do is set up your phone, you go live, and then you can show your book, show your products, whatever it is you might be selling. Like, I know a lot of people, they are in network marketing, they sell other services like coaches, and it's a great, great tool to be able to do that. And like I said, completely free, because people want to know about your stuff. They have to know about your stuff in order to buy from you. If nobody knows about your books, if nobody knows about your services, products, how are they going to buy? So live stream is a great way of doing so. And you can also talk about it. You can share with them why you started, let's say, self-publishing journey, or why you started becoming a coach, whatever it may be. So I just absolutely love doing live videos because they build so much trust with the audience. And actually, a lot of people maybe don't know about this, but if you use live streams on Facebook, you are actually being pushed further by the algorithm. They encourage you to go live. They actually push your videos out there. So it's a great way for people to learn about you, because if nobody knows about you, this is why you might not be getting sales, clients, and all this stuff. So live streams helped me so much when it comes to like sales, but also with my confidence as well. I show up differently on camera, around people, in person, even, because it helped me to just be confident in the way I show up. Before, I would be very self conscious, like I would be like, oh, like I don't look good on camera and stuff. But after a little bit of practice, I just started going live. I became so confident in the way I speak, in the way I show up. So it's definitely beneficial for you as a person, but also as a business owner. So, like, I totally recommend it to everyone, always, always, because you can learn so much by going live. It's different than just hit and record, live stream, it's very powerful and not many people do it. So you
Yes.
become a person that stands out more in the crowd whenever you do live streams, don't you?
Oh, I agree. Yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. And I'm finding something new that's been happening with my live streams, and that is in my last one, I was actually wearing sunglasses on top of my head because I was on the road and I was traveling because I'm usually live 2 at 2. So Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Mountain
Mhm.
Time in the US. And so I was on the road, I had the sunglasses on my head, and someone said to me, "Hey, if you're really live, put those sunglasses on." And I thought, well, I can do that because I am actually live and I am being authentic. So I did just that. Do you find anytime in your live streams people are asking you questions, like not sure if you're live? It's almost like we're at this point in our
Mhm.
live streaming where people want to test the factor. Like, are you really a real person? Are you really live? Because there are
Mhm.
ways to pre record and then upload it so that it looks live.
Like,
Right. And actually, I have people that I know in the LA area, in Los Angeles, that work in the film industry that have told me they will create characters. And two of them, just like you and
mhm.
I talking here, will just
Well,
talk to each other and they won't be real people. There'll
yeah.
maybe be real people kind of pulling the puppet strings. But how do we get past that, do you think, in the future when people are like, are you really live? Or did you pre record this? I mean, does it really matter? But I'm just curious your thoughts on that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, it's also with the AI word and everything. Like, people need to trust us. So I think what works for me the most is when I go live. For example, I create a Facebook live challenge, right? And I would say I go live for 30 days. So I would
Yes.
say, like, today, it's day one of my Facebook live challenge. Let me know if you are watching me live or on a replay. Comment below, and then when people comment below their thoughts, I make sure to read it whenever I'm there. Like, I make
Yes.
sure to read it, to answer the questions if they ask, or I interact with what they say. I agree with them, whatever it's applicable. But I would say that would be one way of ensuring people that yes, this is live, this is right now, it's not just pre-recorded, it's not an AI image of me. So this is definitely important. Whenever you do live videos, it's really important to like interact with the audience. If they comment, if they like, if they share and they comment, you thank them for sharing, you thank them for showing up, you thank them for their time, and that way people will be like, okay, this is life. I am
Right.
going to watch this person moving forward because I can see, like, I can trust them. They answer me. I feel seen, because people
Yes.
also want to feel seen, understood, and heard. So whenever you actually interact with the audience, you're like, yeah, you're making them feel confident that you're real. You're making them feel like they're seen and they trust you, so they want to come back for more.
I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Mhm.
I also think there's a lot of women out there that are on the fence about going live. So you gave us one little secret, really, that was a little secret, right? To say who the people are, their names, and welcome them, thank them for their time. Is there anything else that you would say to a woman that maybe just has some fear built around going live on camera? I had a woman tell me the other day, she said, well, it's on the web forever. And I thought, yes, it is. It's on
Mhm.
the web forever if you look at it that way. And that scares a lot of people. And they also, the what I teach is like the apex, right? Live is up here. You can do anything else. You can do pre-recorded video, you can do podcasts, you can do vodcast, which is just recording you doing the podcast. There's lots that you can do, but live streaming is authentically us, right? We could make a mistake. If I'm outside, I could have a moose walking around in the background, which I have had happen before. And so I'm curious your thoughts of what you tell a woman that just can't really get started. They're overthinking it. They think they don't look good on camera. I know you can relate to that because you said that earlier. I can relate to that too because I for years hid behind the microphone. I am a voiceover talent. I did some things that were on camera, but not a lot because I was afraid, like, I'm not that person that goes on camera, right? But things have changed so much with our world. I'm curious as to what you would maybe tell a woman as like a little secret, like, "Psst, here, like, here's what you can try to do to keep things moving for you, to do more lives each and every day or every week, one a month. As you know, one a month is better than zero a month because one
Exactly.
times 12 is 12 instead of zero."
Absolutely. I mean, I could talk about it for a few hours if I were to share like some tips and tricks. I actually did like a whole masterclass based on going live. But one of the main things that I would say that people struggle with the most when it comes to going live, it's actually the relationship with their voice. They
Uh-huh.
don't like how they sound on camera. They don't like how they sound on audio. So my number one tip is to practice recording yourself any chance you get. Any chance you get. So first start with recording yourself. It doesn't have to be live, but just put in your phone, your camera somewhere as you're doing stuff. Maybe you're doing your makeup. Maybe you are cooking. Just to get comfortable on being on camera, then start saying what you are doing, like, oh, I'm applying eyeshadow, I'm applying foundation, all those things. You start talking out loud, and then it doesn't stop there. You watch it back. You watch it back. Because when you watch it back, if you have never recorded yourself before, you will be like, I sound so bad. I don't like my accent. Look at my hair. Like, you will start criticizing yourself. So you
Yes.
watch it. You watch it. You watch it. You watch it. And you don't watch it to judge yourself, but you will notice that you will start judging yourself. So the more you do it, you repeat the process, right? You repeat, you record yourself again, and you listen again. Maybe you send audio messages to people. You hit send, you listen to it, even though you're listening to yourself, you listen to it. It's gonna change your life.
You
That's how I
just keep
became.
going.
Just keep going, because so many people struggle with the fact that, like, I don't like my voice. It's so strange. I talk so strange. We criticize ourselves. I look bad on video. So the more you do it, the better you become at it. So that would be number one. And number two, like I already mentioned, I used to do like 30-day Facebook live challenges. It's a great way to push yourself to do a live video. Because if you say, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do a live video. Tomorrow comes, you more likely are not gonna do it because you will be busy. You'll find loads of different excuses. You'll suddenly have a headache, a toothache. Yeah, like you suddenly will not feel like doing it. But if you know that it will benefit you, it will benefit your business, you gotta do what you gotta do. So you have to be strict with yourself. You have to have some discipline. So the best way to do it, to push yourself, is to do a Facebook live challenge. I like to start 30-day Facebook live challenge. If you feel like it's too long, 10 days, 7 days. Okay.
Right. Mhm.
And when you commit to doing a live challenge, let's say on Facebook, you actually are going to make a post on Facebook and say, from tomorrow, I'm doing a 10-day Facebook live challenge or 30-day Facebook live challenge. Why do you make it public? Because when you make it public, it's guaranteed that at least one person saw it. And if one person saw it, you have to keep your word. You have to it's going to hold you accountable. So those are my two top tips when it comes to doing live. Actually practicing, of course, every skill can be learned, but you have to practice it. You have to do it physically. Otherwise, it just it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen for you. Nobody is born with a skill of going live. You have to do it. And number two, making sure that you actually maybe do this live challenge, because then this will push you, and make a post to declare that you are going live, and this will hold you accountable and you will actually do it. I always do it. Any live challenge I do, I always make a post, because I'm like, it's out there, at least one person saw it. I cannot delete it even though I just posted it, because you know how quick things get around on Facebook, on Instagram. People
Yes.
will see it the second you post it. So at least one person would have seen it, so they might be waiting for you to show up, and
Yes.
they'll be
And
like,
this
that
comes
person.
back to your business coaching,
Absolutely.
right? And
Yes.
the life coaching and what you do. And I
Yes.
just find this so interesting because each woman that I interview on the show has something different to say. And you have given me
Yes.
two little wonders, which is great because women really honestly need all the help they can get to get themselves on camera, being themselves, being authentic, but then also doing the sales part. So tell
Yes.
us where people can find you. What's the best link?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. The best link would be my probably my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is called Invisible Mindset. I
Okay.
will comment below under this live stream as well after we end the live stream so that you can click on my profile and you can find it easier. That's the probably the best way to connect with me because over there you can find my videos, but also my website where you can actually find the link to my Facebook as well. So then you can connect with me on Facebook, send me a message, add me on Facebook if you like what I'm about, if you would like to connect. So if you would like to find the easiest way, go over to my YouTube channel, click on my website link, go over to my Facebook channel, and then just hit add friend request or
Right.
send me a message with any questions you might have in relation to what you heard, and I'll be more than happy to connect with you.
That's great. Thank you so much, Dominika. I actually always close the show with something that my audience really connects with, and that is F perfect, which could be taken as forget perfect, right? And so I find that women need something to go on to just let them go through with the process. So that's why I like to say F perfect. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you have to say in the first 30 days. If you're still trying to just show your audience you're being authentic and you have a message, and you're not really sure what that is, but in those 30 days, you will get clear. I love to say F perfect, and I love to have my guests also say F perfect, if you wouldn't mind.
F perfect. I totally stand for it because absolutely things will never be perfect. Things
That's
will
right.
never be perfect.
That's
We
right.
just have to go for it, try it out, make mistakes, learn from them, take out the lessons, and go at
And
it
here's
again.
the thing, right?
Yes,
The
yes,
ultimate thing is live streaming. It helps you
go
stand
and try it.
out by streaming live. It's your authentic edge, like your
Exactly.
thumbprint in
It
the
really
AI
is.
age. And so thank you again for coming onto my show and giving us some tips and tricks about going live on camera, and I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you so much. I was so glad to be here. I truly appreciate your time. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And it was great sharing some tips with you guys. Bye now.
Ciao.